Hey everyone, hope you're having a great week. I wanted to take a moment today to celebrate something with you, but then also to let you know of something exciting that is coming up. This past week, we concluded our series on baptism, where we talked about the meaning and significance of baptism. In that series, we had 23 people respond to take that step of faith and being baptized in the name of Jesus. And we got to celebrate that with those people, and it was incredible. But the great thing is that those aren't the only people who have made that decision. In fact, this coming week, we have more people who are making that decision, which would take that number to 30 people who have made the decision to be baptized. And even on top of that, as we look back over the course of our summer, the decisions that were made through student events and through different small group studies, this summer we have had 46 different people be baptized and make that decision. We are celebrating with those people, and we're so excited for that decision. Now, of course, just because the series is over doesn't mean that that invitation is over. That invitation to take that step of baptism is one that is always open. And so if you have questions or you're thinking about that decision, let us know. We'd love to talk with you. Now, this next week, I want to invite you as we begin a brand new sermon series entitled God and Sex. You know, one of the most urgent questions that our world has about Christianity is, what do Christians believe about sex and sexuality? What do we think about it? And it makes sense, because we know that sexuality and sex and the relationships that we form, they are a really big part of our life. We live in a world, and we know this to be true, we live in a world where the pursuit of sexual freedom and liberation is seen as a form of progress, regardless the cost. And the costs have been really high. So in this series, we're going to ask this simple question: does the Christian sexual ethic still matter today? And we're going to see a gospel-centered form and version, a picture of human sexuality. And we're going to talk about the purpose of sex. And we're going to talk about why the Christian sexual ethic is what our world actually needs. Sexuality is not a problem to be solved. It's a territory to reclaim. And we hope you join us for that series. Now, we know with a series like this, maybe you have some young children that you're not ready to have that conversation with yet. We want you to know that the content in this series is going to be completely appropriate for 6th grade and older. In fact, we encourage our students to be a part of this conversation. But if you have younger children, we want to make sure that you know that there are age-appropriate environments for them each and every Sunday. Maybe one of the things you can do is reserve a spot for your young child. All you have to do is email children@capitalcitychristian.net. Reservations aren't required, but they're super helpful for our volunteers as they prepare each week to take care of the kids that we have and to do the discipleship programs that we do for our children. So we hope that you take advantage of that. We're grateful for all that God is doing. We are thankful that you are a part of the mission, and we're excited to see you this weekend at Capital City Christian Church.